Hello all, welcome to another edition of Quick Excel. Today we're going to be going over date functions, and you can see I've got a column of dates and then I've got some functions that I'm going to go over. So the first one is day. So if you want to extract the day part of a date, so here you see it's 1 for January 1st, 2018. So I'll just put in day and then I use the date. So you might see serial number here. That's because Excel actually stores dates as a serial number. And you can see, I fill it down. It's just extracting the day number for all these dates. Now in some cases you might want the name of the day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, instead of the date number, day number. So here we're going to use the text function. We'll select the date for the value, and format we're going to do quotation marks DDDD. That's going to give us the day name. You can pull it down and you see after this I go all Mondays, but first few are increasing days of the week. Now in some cases you might just want the abbreviation instead of the full day name. So if I just do 3 Ds, you'll see it'll give me that 3-letter abbreviation. And if I take another D off, it'll give me the day number with a 0 prefixed if it's not 2 characters in length. I'm just going to go ahead and put that back. Okay, so similar to the day function, there's also a month function. As you would guess, this function gives you the month extracted from the date. You can see here it's February, all these are January, and it increases and so on. And in the same way, if you want the month name, go back to that handy text function, toss in the date cell, the format you want. In this case, is quotation mark, 4 M's for month, and that'll give you the full month name. Similarly, if I take it to just 3 M's, it'll give me that 3-letter abbreviation for the month. And if I do 2 M's, it'll give me the 2-character month number with a 0 prefixed if it's only 1 character. I'm going to go put this back. And for consistency, they also have a year function that will extract the year from a date. So these are all 2018, but you get the idea. If it was 2019, it would extract that. Now what if you want the last day of the month of the day? So there's actually a function for that called Eomonth. You put in your date. If you just want the end of month on the current month, put in a 0. And you'll see it's formatted as a serial number. We can go ahead and format that as a date, and you can see it's put it as the last day of January 2018, or as we move into February, it's the last day of February 2018. And we'll also account for leap years in February, so you'll see the 29th if it is a leap year. And so what if we want the first day of next month? Well, you can do a similar thing as this. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can do end of month, start date, 0 plus 1. That will give you the first day of the month. I'll show you another way to do it as well. So if we do, there's a date function, which you insert the year, month, and day. So if I do year of this date, month of this date, plus 1, and then I hard code a 1, that will give me the current year of the date I'm looking at, the current month, plus 1 of the date I'm looking at. So in this case it would be February because it's in January. And then I hard coded a 1, so it'll always give me the first day. And you can see it gives me the same thing. Now, what if you want to add months to a date? Since months have different numbers of days, it can be a little difficult. So there's a function called Edate. So you put in a starting date and how many months you want to add. So let's say 3 months. And you can see it's gone into April because that's 3 months from January, and so on. Now let's say network days. So you want to calculate the number of work days between days. And actually I am going to go up to view and freeze the first column here because there's something else that you need to see when I'm working with work days, network days. So I'm going to go ahead and put in network days. So I need a start date, so we'll use this day. I need an end date. I'm actually going to use a function that will give me today's date. So if I do today, like that, you need the parentheses because it is a function. That will give you, so that will give you 7/20, 2018, which is when I'm recording this. And holidays is an optional field. You don't have to put it in, but if you want to, you can have a table of holidays and it will exclude those as work days, otherwise it will include those. So I've created a table here of the holidays, and I'm going to hit F4 to make sure that that's locked, so when I drag it down, it stays consistent between all the rows. And then you can see, so there's 140 work days from this date to, I'll just show you what today's date is with the today function, between 1/1/2018 and 7/20/2018. Now, if I would have done network days without using the holidays, then it would have been slightly higher. So as you can see, 145, because there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these holidays in between January 1st and today. And then so I drag that down, and you can see it gets progressively smaller. It's actually negative because some of these dates are actually in the future. All right, so that is date functions in Excel. If you learned something and you liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much.